Welcome, survivors, to my tribe of the Arse Temple, a true Extinction Wastelander base, and the winning base of the Monarchy Season 6.5 build competition. That's right, this chaotic post-apocalyptic build took the crown in beating some other absolutely incredible builds on the server. In this base, we embraced the true spirit of the Wasteland, using nothing but vanilla building materials, paired with the new Wastelander structure skins. The main base is a perfect blend of practicality and pure madness. Inside this base you will find a bottom floor crafting and breeding zone, where our Wasteland operations are in full swing. A second floor meeting room, where serious, or not so serious, tribe discussions take place. A third floor bedroom, because even Wastelanders need their beauty sleep. And at the very top, a watchtower where our loyal birds await, ready to carry us deep into the Wasteland. But here at the Tribe of the Arse Temple, we don't just worship the arse, we eat it. Welcome to the Dodo Ass N Grill, the finest establishment for those who crave premium Dodo Rump. Downstairs we have the dining area where survivors can feast on the most succulent Dodo Rump Extinction has to offer, grilled to perfection over an open fire. Head upstairs and you'll find the Dodo Ass Bar, stocked with only the finest questionable Wasteland liquors. But if you're looking for something extra special, then welcome to the VIP zone, hidden beneath the grill. Here you can gamble for artifacts, trade in high stakes loot, and you can also enjoy a dance from a special celebrity guest. And when the time comes for true devotion, step into the sacred halls of the actual Arse Temple, where all shall bow to Lance's arse before all its glory. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below if you want to see a tutorial of these builds, and why not subscribe? It's completely free and helps me out a ton. Now without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Hello ladies and jelly spoons, and welcome back to a brand new building episode with me, Lols at Lance. Today we're going to be looking at my base on Monarchy. For those who don't know, I joined Monarchy Season 6.5 and have been live streaming most days. So I thought, why not have a base tour of the winning base on Monarchy, because this base actually won the Week 5 competition to my surprise, because there were some absolutely incredible builds on the server. So to win was very special. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? Alright, let's head on inside and show you what it's all about. In fact, I should probably show you this sign first. This sign, I've got 3 signs up right now, one for each building I've done. I called myself the Tribe of the Arse Temple this season. The reason why is because all my, a lot of the people who watch my live stream, they know me as the Arse Temple. I once said on stream that my arse is a temple, and they literally have never let me forget it, so I felt like it was an appropriate name to call my tribe. Alright, let's head on inside, and I'll show you what this base is all about. So we come on inside to the main area, where I keep all my dinos when I need to. We've got our 2 guards at the entrance, keeping everything in order. Now this area really is only really used for breeding. I use it for breeding because on the server we've got all of these, I don't know what these are called, what are they called? They're called depot terminals. So I've been using these to store all my dinos in, and then when I want them to come out and breed, I'll bring them out here. So it's been fantastic. I've even been breeding gigas under here, which is insane. They do stick through the roof, but you can fit all your normal medium-sized dinos in here. And of course, these beautiful giant dodos. Now, if you're wondering why I have giant dodos, don't ask questions. I just do, okay? I have giant dodos. They're definitely not terror birds with custom skins on. So all of this area obviously used for breeding. Now, my crafting area. This is my crafting setup. Usually when I do my creative builds, I have my crafting, like a lot of crafting stations everywhere. But this is all you really need, let's be honest. You need a fabricator, you need a smithy, you need a chemistry bench, you potentially need some furnaces. I was using these at the start, and then I upgraded to the CS furnace. So we have been using a lot of mods on the server. I do prefer how the big smelter looks, but this was just for convenience. If I didn't have any mods, I'd have probably put the big smelter here, had a little bit of a hole in the floor, so that it fits in. I'd plonk it down there and it would stick up. That's probably what I'd do. But because I've been building like this, this is the easiest way. I can kind of go in here, turn around, use that as well. Turn around, use this. Very useful. I've got a little mortar and pestle here I've been using occasionally. So yeah, it works. Now if we walk on over here, this is where I've got my, what is this called, Mega Lab? I've got my Mega Lab here. And this is so I can make my element and make my special imbued gasoline as well. And then 2 storage boxes here. I've got one for all of my armor and weapons. And the other one, I believe, is for my structures and trophies. So it's a little bit of a mess, but it's an organized mess. Now, this is the fun bit of the base. So you can come out of these doors here, and this leads straight out to my garage. This is where I've been building my cars for the season. And if I get one out, I don't know if I've got one. I've got 2 in here. Let's modify. Bring it out. You can simply just get in the car and drive it off the platform. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that perfect? Just get off and drive. It's as easy as that. Right, let's head on back inside. So the way I opted to get up and down the base is mainly stairs. At one point I had a launch pad that flew me up to the top, but I've been mainly using stairs. So if we head on up these stairs, we'll come to our first floor, which is the tribe meeting room. This is where I meet if I need to have a meeting with another tribe. I use this meeting room here. I've got a little table where I can chat to my fellow Dodo companions, discussing important business deals with the Dodo Ass N Grill, my business on the server. It's my restaurant over there. Now, I did originally have plans for this area to be a storage room, and I do probably have about 100,000 fertilizer in one of these. Yes, I do. Still, 100,000 fertilizer. Look at that. So it didn't really get used. I didn't really need it. To be honest, I had all the storage I needed downstairs thanks to the Dino Depot mod. In fact, I just completely forgot about this. I completely forgot to show you. Where is it? This door here. This door here takes you out to the greenhouse. I do have a greenhouse here. Sadly, all the crops are dead now. Oh look, there's some left in here. They were all sprouting and thriving, but I stopped growing them because it's the end of the season. I don't need to grow them anymore, sadly. So, all done. Right, let's continue on up here. So we got the meeting room to the right. To the left, this is where I sit down and have my breakfast, because over here we've got a cooking station, we've got the fridge, and we got a little bit of storage, which I don't think there's anything in here. There isn't. And then at the back here, of course, with Extinction comes taxidermy, which is very exciting. I've got this beautiful taxidermy of me in a shark costume that Etholdir gave us. He dressed us up in a shark costume one day, and it looks beautiful. So I wanted to keep it in the base. And the plants back here, guys, no mods needed, because this is the plant pot. I just got some plants using the shovel and a plant pot, and then I put it in at the back of the base here. So a little bit of decoration if you need it. I've also been using the stunning Wasteland lights all over the place, including the bonfire in the middle, and these lovely table lights, which I love. Talking about Dodo, that is literally his base over there. That's where he lives. Alright, let's go on up the stairs. So up the stairs here, we come to the next floor. Now, this floor is my bedroom floor. This is where I sleep. So we've got turrets around the base in case, I need to defend off pesky intruders, which rarely happens. But let's pop inside one of these doors here. It's a bit dark in here. I might brighten it up post-production. Here we go. So this has been my bedroom whilst I've been on the server. I have a little garden here to my right, little lovely area for plants to have a little bit of life. I've got my beautiful dodos here. This one's called Steve. The toast bloke gave me this because he said I sound like Nooblets. I don't know if I do. If you think I sound like Nooblets, tell me in the comments below, because I need to know this, and we need to settle this once and for all. Do I sound like Nooblets? Let me know. So yeah, the bedroom's not too crazy. I just put like a nice bed down. Someone painted it red. I got a little bit of a headboard at the back. Got a drink of water when I need it. And the dodo poos on my head when he feels like it. He's like my alarm clock. He'll poo on me when I need to wake up. Originally, I did have a statue here, but I got rid of it. I gave it to someone. So I've also been using these little tables. Now, these tables are a mod. They're actually the CS converter. So if you've got the CS mod, you can use this CS converter as a table. which I've been using everywhere, and I found out you can stack them up like a shelf. So I stacked them up like a shelf, and then put a little pot on top. And if we come out of the bedroom and go up to the top of the base... Well, no, this is the 3rd floor now? This is the 3rd floor. Now, the 3rd floor is really an observation deck. This is where I can look down and see what my neighbours are up to. There's Squirrel, she lives over there. I've got a Thulder over there, I can see what he's up to. I've got Shadow in the distance, all the way over there somewhere. But really, this is the floor where you use the stairs to get up to the very, very top. And this floor is a special floor indeed, because this is the top of the tower. I have stored my artifacts and my flyers, so all my flyers are stored up here safely, and all my artifacts, and my one singular boss head, which by the way, I don't know if you know this, but I managed to kill this forest titan in under 7 seconds. I killed him 7 seconds flat. If you don't believe me, go check out the live stream that I did. I actually need to move all the artifacts today to the tribe tower so that I can get points, because that's the whole point of the season. I built this little bridge going across. Now, as you might notice, guys, I used a lot of mixed materials here, and I think this is quite key to the base. We weren't allowed to paint the base on the season. We weren't actually allowed to paint for the season, so to get around the fact that I couldn't paint, I had to find an alternative option to make this base feel like it's been put together like riggedy-raggedy. I don't know if that's the best way to explain it. Riggedy-raggedy, I'd say, you know, it's been put together willy-nilly. Like, we've been trying to find materials around the landscape. Mad Max style, in the sense that I wanted to give the feeling that we've kind of gone out, grabbed materials what we can, build with those materials, whether that's metal, whether that's wood. And it's really given the base the aesthetic that I was going for, which is that kind of apocalyptic, put together look. I know that there's a word. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of the word. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. If I pop down here, this is where I put the tribe tower. I put the tribe tower on top of the garage. Now, it scares me that I put it on top of the garage, because I believe there's a setting on the garage that removes the top of the ceiling. So I wonder if I got rid of the top of the ceiling, that if everything would just collapse off it. But if you do have your garage roof on, like I do, you're actually able to build on top of the garage. So I was able to put all these quarter walls down, and some below this as well. And I think that these are actually quarter ceilings going all the way around the garage. I think the garage is right in the middle here. Let's quickly just see here. Aha. Ah, no. Okay, so this is the garage down here. And then what I did is I put pillars on each of the corners going up to the top. And then I made a second floor on top of this, as you can see. So it's a 2-floor garage. I didn't end up putting anything on top of the actual garage roof itself. Probably I'd land some flyers up there if I had no, cryopods. But it's a really effective way. I mean, the whole base has done me fantastically well this season. Everything's where I need it to be. Like, I can go up to the top using the ladder. I can go back down. If I want to, drop down even further, to be honest, I can either use the ladder here, if I can grab it, or I can just drop, which is most of the time is what I do. I can just drop. So I can use the ladder to get back up, or I can go down here to this floor. It's got so many possibilities of what you can do in this base, and if you really wanted, you could have an escalator, an elevator going to the top. So many things you can do. And just to show you even further about the mixed materials I use, really I use wood. This whole base is made out of wood. And then all I've done is add in the Wastelander skin in places. So wherever there's railings, I never ever let the railings be anything else but the Wastelander skin. But if I wanted to make an area like have a little bit of pop, I'd put in some wood rather than the Wastelander skin. So it's kind of like just judging, right? I even tried mixing in some Frontier skin on this base, but I didn't do it too much on this base. I did it in a few places, but not too much. On the Dodo Bar and Grill over there, the Ass N Grill, which I'll show you in a second, I did the Frontier skin a lot more on that one. And of course, my favourite new thing to do is add spikes everywhere. So I've got spikes all along for protection, which has worked really well. And then at the very, very tippity top of the base, we have some more spikes, but this time I use metal. So it's been a real combination of different materials to build this base. We've got a combination, and trust me, this was hard to put in, but I did it. Yeah, I had to use a snow owl to get this in. Or did I use... Oh, no, I didn't. I used an Argentavis to get that in. And that was hard, but I did it. I did it, because I'm a pro gamer. So whenever people say to me, hey, Lance, you're building on creative, there's no proof that you can build this on survival. Well, look at me now. I built this all on survival just for you guys. And I did some metal spikes here. I think if I could have done metal spikes around the bottom floor, but I honestly think, you know, I think that I like the differentiation in materials. So there we go, I got it out. We also have our generator here, which also adds to the build. I love that we've got like a little windmill outside. And then, of course, my other favourite thing to do, which I do a lot in my videos, is bunting. I use railings to create this bunting effect. Very easy to do. Go check out my Wastelander build tutorial, because I'll show you how to build it on that. And then you just colour it in, and it makes this lovely bunting effect, which I've got going all the way around the base, which honestly kind of ties all these bases together, which let's go over here now to the Dodo Ass N Grill and show you what that's all about. Alright, off to the Dodo Ass N Grill, my favourite place on the server. Not to brag, but it is. It's my favourite place on the server. Why wouldn't it be? It's my own business. So this is the Dodo Ass N Grill. And if you're wondering, all of these signs have been painstakingly painted by hand. I did all of them by hand because you couldn't, listen, you couldn't get cheeks like that if you didn't do it by hand. So I had to do it by hand because I've got the curvature of the cheeks right if I didn't. So before I go into the big details of this bar and grill, let me just take you over here. Because this is a little Dodo Ass N Grill game that I came up with, where you basically throw dodos down the top, they drop down to the floor, and someone's here with a rifle and they've got to shoot them before they hit the ground. It's a perfect game with no flaws. And someone, I think Mystic actually managed to shoot one, and Solo Gaming, he actually shot me. So let's play that clip quickly.
That's great.
Right, on to the Dodo Ass N Grill. So this, as I said earlier, has used a lot more of the frontier skins. So I used the scaffolding going around the side here, which works really well. Look at this. As a support structure, obviously it's not actually providing support, but it looks like it is, and that's what you want. In your builds, you must always make it look like that if this was in the real world, what support would be necessary for it to actually be standing. So using this as support all the way around looks fantastic, and then having the second layer of metal walls, which provides two purposes, which you'll see in a minute. Both aesthetically from the outside, and then on the inside I turned that into a little VIP zone. So let's go inside and show you. Well, actually, before we go inside, I'll just talk about the outside quickly. I decided to use these metal pillars on the build without putting the skin on. The reason why, because I felt like it gave it a nice highlight all the way around. It was something to like give it that little bit of extra dimension to the build. Otherwise it would have felt a little bit more flat than I would have liked, in my opinion. I think either would have worked, but it's a nice little highlight. I don't know, guys, words are hard today. I don't know, I've lost all my vocabulary. I know what I'm trying to say here. I'm just going to say it's highlights it. But there's another word again that I'm trying to look for. You guys in the comments, you'll know. You'll know, there's a railing here that should be the other railing. And I like to do these crisscrosses with these railings because they look awesome when you do it like that. It looks very... Oh, what are you doing out here, buddy? Let's pick you up. Let's take you with us. You want it to look chaotic, but in a way that it all fits in and ties in with each other. As you can see up there, rather than a normal window, I use the scaffolding with the frontier skin. And then use random holes with railings for windows as well to let in the light. As well as this, I use a mixture of quarter walls and full walls as well. So you've got a full wall here, and then we've got a load of little quarter walls around here. All of this together just completes the build. This is what... All of this, you've got to add everything together, and that's what makes the build. I've also got a lovely awning that encases the entire build, going around the rim at the bottom, as you can see. And if we keep going... I had a little bit of a protest here. Boycott Dodo Ass Grill exploits dodos. They lie! Look at me. I'm looking after my Dodo employee right now. Again, with the spikes at the top. And I believe I did spikes at the very, very tippity top too. In fact, before we go inside the build, let me quickly bring the camera up so I can show you the top. So I've done something similar to this on my Ultimate Wasteland Extinction build tutorial. I can't actually remember the name of the video, but it's the only build tutorial on Extinction on the channel, so it's easy to find. But I did something very similar to this, where I had the pillars sticking out like this, and then I had the spikes at the very top going around the rim. Now the only difference here is I wanted to make it look like it was a little nest. I wanted to make it look like it was a nest for dodos, which honestly worked so well, and thanks to whoever was watching my live stream at the time who suggested putting a giant dodo at the top, because this was such a good idea. And the way I've done this is I've used these little, I don't know what these are called. It's a dino display case for the mod we've got on the server for the balls. So that's what that is, and then you just set it so that they're extra large display size, and that's what you get. You end up with giant dodos, which is hilarious, and I love it. So I set them all up there just to really advertise that we are the Dodo Ass N Grill. We cook giant dodos, and we get the good rump, you know? We get that good rump, as you can see here. We get the good stuff. So let's head on inside now, and I'll show you the interior. So inside, we've got a beautiful restaurant here with flowers. We usually have a receptionist here. This is where the receptionist sits, and oh, there used to be a box here. Okay, well, there's things missing. Things happen on the server. You know, dogs come in, they try and attack things. There was a little desk here, and that was where he was sat. But yeah, we've got a lovely area here. We've done my booth trick. You know, I've done this in quite a few of my builds where I built a little booth for a restaurant around the side. You can come in, you sit down, enjoy your burger, and go on your way. We've got these beautiful barrels here. This is part of a mod again. I'm not sure what mod, but you can put the normal barrels down. They do the same thing. And again, I've done something similar to what I did in my main base with the bonfire. Can I turn this on? I can't. There's nothing in it. But this time I've kind of had it, so I wanted to make it look like it was suspended from the top, but I couldn't get it to look like that, so it's ended up just being on the floor. I want it to be like a giant chandelier, but yeah, I struggled a little bit, so I just kept it on the floor and had the little pillars coming all the way down to it, which I think is a nice little centerpiece for the build. Over here, we have where you order the burgers. And today's specials are the Booty Quake Burger, the Bear Ass Burger, the Big Dodo Ass Burger. All fantastic meals, can I just say. Has anyone came and bought anything? No. Ooh, what's this? A Gigantosaurus heart. Someone has given me something, apparently. So in the back here, we have Server Mystic. In fact, all these dodos are called people on the server. Squirrel, Atholdis, Shadow. We've got tiny tassels over there who's going to be downstairs. Bounce and Mimic, who's going to be a bounce for the door. And there were a load of them in here. They've all, you know, some of them had to go to war. It's a long story. Now, because I wasn't doing a tutorial on this base, usually I just stick with all the vanilla stuff. But I branched out. I've been using mods. So this is the visual storage mod above me to get the meat hanging racks, which is awesome. And then I used some custom cosmetics back here. We got custom cosmetics for the trowels, which have food inside them. And then we got custom cosmetics for the grills here, which are fantastic. If I can find the names, guys, I'll find the names for these and I'll put them in the description, hopefully. And if I don't, then tell me off in the comments and make me do it. Okay, I'm stuck here. You can actually go out this way, so it's fine. Now, if we pop on upstairs, obviously it's the Ass N Grill. Downstairs you eat arse, you eat Dodo Rump, and upstairs you drink from the bar. So this is the bar area, a little bit different than the downstairs area, because you've got areas where you can sit and stand by a barrel and have a drink. You've got little two-seater tables, and you've also got areas to lounge and have a little drink. So it's pretty much the same as the bottom area. It just doesn't have the booths. I didn't do the booths up here. Anyway, what we got over here? We've got specials. We've got Booty Colada, Peck of the Beach, and a Booty Coma. None of them, I don't think, are in stock anymore. I think I've sold out. Oh yeah, I've sold out. It's been a busy business, let me tell you. It's been busy. But this is the bar area. Very simple. I just used tables with the Wastelander skin on. We've got the beer barrels at the back. We've got the fridge. And we've got some beer barrels at the top, purely for aesthetics. And then for the chandeliers, all I did to make them hang a bit lower was do the skinny pillar and then put them on the end of the skinny pillar, which works really, really nicely. Now, let me show you the fun area of this build. So this whole build was a big scam. It was my big scam for the season, to get people to come to my Ass N Grill and have them think that this VIP area is amazing, and that they can win artifacts down here, and that they'll get a very special celebrity guest. That was the idea, and they had to pay me artifacts to get in here. This was an artifact box, so it's changed. The custom cosmetic doesn't seem to be working on that. That's a shame. But again, we've got custom cosmetics here. I believe this custom cosmetics is called something like neon structures. So as you can see, as we go down to the VIP zone, we come down here to the VIP zone. And yeah, this is the VIP area, where it's a little bit dodgy down here. We've got a toilet here with a window, so you can see the other person who's peeing or pooing in there. We've got our bar to the right with, I believe this guy's called Pimp McGee. We've got Pimp McGee here. Saggy Middleton. I don't know why she's called that. It's not like anything saggy on her, is it? Oh, maybe it is actually. I won't say any more than that. We've got our lovely dodos here chilling out, having a conversation. We've got Dodo Hoop here. 3 chances to win. This was how I got people to give me more artifacts. I was going to try and charge them artifacts for this, but I ended up charging them poly. No one paid it anyway. No one paid it anyway. And then in here, we gave away artifacts. And I did... A couple of people won, but they did struggle. It's a hard game. It's a hard game, let me show you. I mean, I'll get it first try, because I'm amazing. In fact, I did on the opening night. Let's see if I do it again. Oh, it was close. Oh, it was close. I'm so good, though. Up here, we've got our open mic, where the Toast Bloke came and sung one night. Another time that I got a few artifacts. Well, one artifact from Raz Clark, which was awesome. God, the bloom on that is insane, isn't it? It's absolutely insane. I need to turn that down. And then here is the main stage. This is where we had people sit around and witness the amazing Wilma Fingerdo come out and do a performance. If you haven't seen that episode, it's on the channel. It's called Scammer. It was like I scammed 20 creators or something like that. It's a good laugh. You should watch it. That's Wilma Fingerdo. She was a celebrity guest. And honestly, it wasn't really planned that I'd do a VIP section down here. When I saw I had all this room, this real estate down here, I was like, you know what? I absolutely will build a VIP zone down here. And then adding all the custom cosmetics and stuff just really made it, you know, what it is. Which is just good fun. Right, let me take you out to the last build that I built on the server. And that is the actual Arse Temple. This is the actual Arse Temple, guys. So obviously here, to our right, we've got the Dodo Ass N Grill, fill your cheeks. But over here, if I run over, we have the Arse Temple. Praise thy cheeks. Praise thy cheeks. Because this is the Arse Temple, where we praise arse. Now, sadly, I didn't really... Let me show you the back of this. I didn't really get to finish the back. As you can see, the front is... I'm happy with the front. The front is exactly how I want it to look. This side as well, pretty good, pretty good. There's probably a little bit more wood than I'd like on this side, but actually it works well. But on the back side, oh my goodness, I really didn't finish the back at all. Look at this. Look at this. There's a lot of wood on the back. But I don't mind that. It kind of looks like it's under construction, or like... You know, there's things that have had to be added in later because something happened to it, which I actually really like. It has a... There's a story there somewhere, surely. I didn't finish all the railings around the edge, so it's slightly incomplete. But, you know, I really wanted to get it done before the end of the season. And it was a last-minute build, so I'm really pleased with how it turned out, actually. If any of these guys you want tutorials on, you're going to have to let me know in the comments below. I need to see if there's an appetite for this. I need to see if there's an appetite for these builds, because I'll definitely do a tutorial if people want a build tutorial of them. So when thinking about what kind of temple I wanted to make for this, it was really difficult. I was like, what kind of temple do I make for this? Do I do a temple with a roof? Do I do a temple that's round? And I was going to go for a round temple because, as you can see, we've got a round building here. We have a round building here. I felt like it would have completed the trilogy if I did a round building here, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm not doing round. Are you insane? I'm not doing round. I'm going to do square. And I'm glad I did, because I just think it fits it so well. And using the behemoth gates either side for the giant beams, it just all ties in together so well. And at the very top, as you can see, I've added in a ton of plants. And again, not modded, guys. These are the plant pots from Bob's Tall Tales that I've used. You can see the pots. Look, you can see the pot here. That's the pot. All you got to do is make a pot, which are pretty cheap, make a shovel, and go collect some bushes. And then you can add it all over your build like I have. So I've got like shrubbery all the way around. But I wanted to make it look like, you know, there's a bit of growth on top of the build, like it's been here for a long time. Or just that the monks of the build are coming and planting some nice, you know, they've got a little garden going on up here. It could be either, right? It depends how you see it. I also use the taxidermy to give me a nice statues up here. Nice statues of the arse. So that's why they're facing the opposite way. Because it's the arse temple. And at the arse temple we praise arse. But I tell you what, we don't praise any old arse. Because we actually praise the one, the only arse you'll ever need to praise in your life. Lols at Lance's arse. Now, sadly, the interior of this I never completed. In fact, there's quite a few things here I never completed. As you can see, either side there's a lot of gaps, there's a lot of space for things to be built. And I never finished what I wanted to do. But it was more of a panic put down so that I was ready for the build competition, which was worth it because it got me first place, which is great. So, yeah, we got taxidermy either side here, without the base showing. Of the arses, so you come in, you praise all the arses, but you come to the actual arse. Now, a lot of people don't know this. But you think this is the whole arse temple here. This building's the arse temple? No. This is the secret. My arse is the temple. My arse is a temple. And that is the arse right there. Why? I don't know. That's just what I said on stream one day, and it's stuck ever since. So my arse is the temple, and there is the arse. And yeah, to be honest, I would have probably kept these skylights in. If I completed the build, maybe I would have put some glass up there or something to let the light in still. But I think this would actually make a really good base. So I'm tempted to do this as a tutorial because it's not too expensive to make. And it's a nice looking base. It's very easy to put in. And there's a good amount of space here to put in your dinos when you're starting off. I'd say this is like a mid-tier base, this one. Honestly, the same for that one, because I started off with the bottom layer, and I was living in the bottom layer for so long, which is completely safe, and then you can just build up slowly with it, like it's perfect, honestly. And yeah, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed today's little base tour. I know it's not a tutorial, like I normally do, but I've been playing Monarchy for the last 6 weeks, and you know what, guys? It's been an absolute blast. So thank you so much to anyone who's been watching the series and supporting all those live streams. I've basically been... Oh my goodness me, what's that? I've basically been live streaming every single day since the Monarchy started. Well, every other day. I've been streaming like every other day, or every like few days, which is it was a big commitment for me. I've not done that before, and it's been good fun, and it's been very different for the channel, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed that. I will be doing tutorials again very soon. I'm going to come out with an Astraeus tutorial video. I don't know what I'm building yet. I'm just going to make it up on the spot, I guess. And I'm going to be coming out with a top 10 places to build on Astraeus video as well, so look out for that. Oh, great. Look, this is the one thing I hate about this. Look how dark it gets now because the storm starts. The meteor shower starts, which means I've got to wait 30 minutes to get all my cinematic shots for this video. Damn it. And if you did enjoy today's video, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below what you want to see me build next, and why not subscribe? It's completely free and helps me out a ton. And until next time, survivors, love you all to death, and I'll see you in the next video.